Please introduce yourself.
My name is Bence Colmen, not well known as Ben Colmen.
Okay. How did you guys meet?
We met at Terracotta actually. We met in a Chinese lounge that I got booked on, and then the second time I played there, Cash played with me, and that's how we met, technically. And I think Tamer was there too.
Okay, what made you decide to start a label?
I decided to start a label because I did release on like probably 4, 5, 6 labels before I opened my own, and the way the people dealing with other artists, like I just wanted to create something different about like create something like family oriented in the music industry instead of like you know, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, we just wanted to create something that the artist can feel home. You know what I mean? That's about it.
Who's been your biggest musical inspiration for making music?
Sven Fate. That's it.
and why? So why?
Why Sven Fate? Well, Sven Fate is more like a DJ, but he also owns Cocoon, which is a club, a record label, and so much more.
Who was the first artist that you signed to Kiko?
We signed 121. They're Hungarian artists, and I came across their music through SoundCloud because that was the first thing I did when we opened the label, is just try to find something music through SoundCloud. That was like what, 10 years ago now or something like that. Yeah, it's a 121 from Hungary.
Techno or house?
Like everything both and everything between. It's just my genre. Since I'm making music, I did play so many type of music, but my genre when I make music is always the same. I mean, kinda, yeah, kinda. But why don't everything between? Like, why I have to open? Like, we tried actually. So this is part of it. We did try open 5 labels for 5 different genres, and it's just not. I didn't feel it, so we just closed everything and we kept Kiko, and we're just releasing everything from house to techno and everything between.
There's been some great success on TrackSource with recent releases. How did those come about?
Well, first off, the 10-year helped us to learn a lot. We're still learning. This industry is not easy. We're not dealing with a lot of money. You gotta invest a lot before you actually succeed. And recently we actually stepped up to our game after the 9 year of existence of Kiko Records. And actually we worked with some well-established artists, and we find some new ones, and we kind of mixed the two together, and we created a stronger brand in a short period of time. And this is the success what we are having this year, but this helped, the 10-year helped to establish this succeed.
Any advice for the music industry after all the lockdowns are hopefully over?
Yeah, the same as I said, I think the music industry would never stop. I see a lot of bigger, well-established A-list DJs who's like don't do anything about, like, the streaming industry is huge. Like, we at Kiko Records, we started streaming in 2016 when no one really knows how to do that. And I think it's really important to keep in touch with your crowd, with your fans. So it is important to keep your ball rolling. It's either you're making more music, making music videos, or streaming as a DJ. It just has to happen, because people will just lose faith with music industry, because if everyone just licking their bums, then it's not gonna help. So things shut down, new things come, and I think as the biggest thing is that those people who will fail in this pandemic, then it gives a lot of more opportunity to people who actually believe in music and actually want to make it work, and so we're gonna have a lot more opportunities after this whole thing's over.
Any advice for other artists?
Yeah, keep working on your stuff and never give up because someone says you suck, because it's not true. That's one opinion. And honestly, we dealt with some artists who like think that I am the king and the first track I ever made. Anyway, it's just I think artists should make music because they love the music. If it comes with fame and all that stuff, that's amazing. But I think everyone should make music. Every artist should make music because they love it, not because, oh, I need to make this to make money. This is not how it works. Just one example: Nirvana didn't make music what people like. They make music what they felt. And look at them go after 10 years Kurt Cobain died. There's 10 years, sorry, that's 30 years. Almost 30 years. Kurt Cobain died and their legacy is still there. Because they just didn't care. They just give themselves. That's what matters.
What have been some of the most prominent or important releases for Kiko Records?
I think every single release have their own success, or you know what I mean. There were most, like, I'm not even gonna going into sales because it won't matter. It's just I think every release what we chose to release had their own story. You know what I mean? I wouldn't pick on the past release on the 10 years because there's so many. There's almost all of them I could say. It's just in a different way.
What has it been like to run Kiko Records for the past 10 years?
Honestly, it's one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life. When we opened Kiko Records, I had to learn everything because I did not have money to hire graphic designers, mastering. All these services cost a lot of money. And when you open a label and you want to build a brand, but we started really rocky. So we did not have mastering services. I designed covers from fucking Windows fonts and stuff, but it's part of us. I would never delete that. It's just really hard. It's really hard to actually, if you want to do it right, every release it needs work. What I do, like, that's why I'm waking up early to do it before my actual daytime job, and it's just a lot of work, and you're always learning. After this 10 years, I'm still learning so much that I want to do so much more, and it needs so much more time. Yeah, it's really hard. It's not easy.
So what does the next 10 years look like for Kiko Records?
The next 10 years will be, I'm pretty sure it will be amazing. You know, I think I learned, the most I learned, it was 2020. That was the biggest step for us, like almost 10 years after. You know, there's things go in your life back and forth, and yeah, I think the next 10 years will be, so from this point on, it will be just going up. There's no going down.
Okay, any parting words?
From the soul of house to the power of techno.